What is up, guys and gals of YouTube and also DTube? This is Brandon back here on Brandon Coin, and I've had a lot of requests for going over graphics cards and what kind of pricing I look at when I look at cards and when I base my decisions off buying them. So I thought maybe I could do this, and comment down below if you want me to keep on doing it, but maybe once a month, midway through the month or at the beginning or the end. Obviously today's January 21st, 2018, so I'm kind of at the end of the month on this one, but this is kind of a breakdown of the Nvidia side of the graphics card world. I don't have experience in all these cards, but the formula kind of takes effect and goes through all of them. And we'll start off with the GTX 1050 2GB, and I have everything broken down by the average going price. Right now they're going anywhere from $130 to $170. I do not suggest paying anything more than $150. That's because your estimated earnings on these cards, and this is from personal experience, is going to be anywhere from $1 on the low end to upwards of sometimes $1.50 a day. Of course, you get those crazy spikes where these cards will jump up to $2 a day, but I'm not going to include those crazy spikes in my calculations. The return on investment at my suggested do not pay more than $150. You're looking at 100 to 150 days to get that card paid off. Now, if you were to buy it at market, which is the 130 to 170, you're still looking at about 100 to 150 days. And I'm going to include these links online, but this is I'm basing everything off Newegg because you can check out with actual Bitcoin. So what you mine, you can just go ahead and buy straight off of Newegg. This one's 129 GTX 1050 2GB solid card right here. Shouldn't have any issues. I've been using the gigabyte cards, and they seem to hold up well. So now we'll transition and go up to the GTX 1050 Ti. This is the 4GB model. Sorry, and average going price on these are upwards of $200 to $260, which is crazy. My do not pay more price was at about I was originally getting these things for like $130. And now they've gone way up, so I don't suggest paying any more than $175. That's because your estimated earnings are only about 10 to 15% better than a non-TI model. So you're looking anywhere from $1.20 to $1.75 a day. At the suggested price, you're looking at about 100 to 150 day payoff. But at market, you're looking more along the lines of 150 to 200 days. I always like to try to keep my cards close to that 100-day payoff. This is just getting a little too far out of the range of what I would buy. And this is the cheapest one I could find right now on Newegg. It's $213. So I mean, that's up there close to like 180 days to get this thing paid off at an average rate. But I will include this link too. All the links are going to be down below. Now we're going to transition up to the GTX 1060 3GB models. Average going price on these have gone through the roof. These were $180 like 6 months ago. I cannot find, the cheapest one I could find was actually around $290 this morning, and I don't even think I could find that one anymore. I'll show you the Newegg link here in a second, but basically $300 to $500 is the range that they're going in. Do not pay more than $300 for these 1060s. They're only making about $250 to $350 a day, which is good. I mean, that's a good payoff. If you can get them for $300 or just a little bit more, you're looking at about $100 to $150 or 150 days to get your return on investment. But now if you buy these things at market, which is $400, sometimes even more, you're looking at 200, maybe 250 days to get it paid off if you pay upwards of, $450, $500. So just be careful buying those. Those are the hot ticket items right now. And then I'll show you the one that I found. Let's see here. Yep. 1060 3GB, looks like it's still in stock, $289. That's not a bad buy. I think I might look into these. I have not run any of the MSI stuff, but that wouldn't be a bad investment right there. And talking about bad investments, let's go over to the GTX 1060 6GB. People have gone crazy for these things. The average going price right now, if you go online, they're going from $500 to upwards of $750. Do not pay more than $350 for these cards because they really don't make much more than the 3GB models. They just have access with the higher memory. You'll be able to use these longer when some of the algorithm files or memory come up, like on Ethereum and stuff like that. So it's more of a long-term play. But the thing is we don't know how long this market's actually going to last. So you're still only looking at $2.50 to $3.50 a day. So your return on investment at the suggested payoff rate is about still 100 to 150 days. It's probably a little bit on the higher side, but your market payoff is 200, 250, and honestly it might be closer to 300 days, just depending on if we get some lower paying days. I don't suggest really buying any of the 6 GB cards right now, because let me see here. This is the cheapest one I could find, $500. $500 for a card that's going to make half of that. I mean $2.50. That's 200 days return on investment if it makes $2.50 a day every day. And you know, as a miner, they don't always work perfectly every single day. So just be careful buying these. Everybody suggests these. So since they're the hot thing right now, they've gone way up in price. I actually have a 1060 6 GB rig, and when I bought mine, this has been 3 or 4 months ago, I paid $230 a card. So if that goes to show you how much the prices have gone up, it's been ridiculous. And now we're getting out of my experience range with the actual graphics cards. Now I'm just looking at the actual breakdown, and for the estimated earnings, instead of my experience, I went off of the NiceHash profitability calculator. So the regular GTX 1070s online are going anywhere from about $800 to $1,000 a piece. I don't suggest paying more than $650 because NiceHash, the profitability calculator, put it right at about $520 a day as of today. So I took the good with the bad and said you're going to probably make $450 to $6 a day on these cards. At $650, you're looking at 100 to 150 day payoff. That's where I like to keep everything, in that $100 to $150 range. But your market payoff is 200, 250 days, and I do not like paying on a card for that much. It needs to make its money back way sooner than that. And let's see here. Yep, here's the 1070. $850. Gosh, that's an arm and a leg right there. I do not suggest buying this right now. These are just way too high. I mean, of course, you can do whatever you want, but and all these links will be down in the description. They're still in stock, but that's a lot of money right there. A lot of money to be held up for a long time. So let's transition over to the 1070 Ti. Average going price on these $950 to $1,200. I mean, these are way up there too. Don't suggest paying more than $750. I can't even find them for $750. Your estimated earnings on these, NiceHash profitability calculator put it at, I think it was like $570 a day. So I took the good with the bad. You're probably looking at $5 on a rough day, and then upwards of close to $7, maybe a touch more on a good day. At $750, that puts you at 100 to 150 day payoff. But if you want to go and buy one of these things at market rate right now, you're looking 200, 250 days. So another one, you just got to be careful about finding a good deal on them. And I have one right here, 1070 Ti, $900. This one's actually on sale right now, $150 off. If you were looking to buy one, it's still not a great payoff, but it's better than paying $1,050 for it. Now let's go on to the GTX 1080. This is a non-TI model. These things are going for $1,100 to $1,300 for a graphics card. That is crazy. Don't suggest paying more than $850. Going off the NiceHash profitability calculator, it's putting you originally at like the low $6 range a day. So probably on a bad day looking at 5.5, and then on good days you're looking upwards of 7.5, maybe even 8. Some people online said they were getting 8 a couple weeks ago, but you know, as everything, the rates always change. So if you pay about $800 to $850, you're looking at 100 to 150 day payoff. If you go buy one at market, upwards of 200 days, closer to probably 250. Then we go over to the, well, hold on, I have a 1080 on here. Yeah, there's a 1080. $1,039. It's going to take a while to get that thing paid off if you don't have some good days, so that's at least a 200 day payoff. And now we'll go on to the GTX 1080 Ti. Average going price on these things ridiculous, even more than anything else. 1,300 to sometimes upwards of 1,600 bucks. Don't suggest paying more than $900 for one of these cards. You're not gonna get, you know, $9-10 a day right now, just because the pay rates are down. The profitability calculator puts it right at the high $6 range. So me just estimating good with the bad, you're probably looking anywhere from $6.50 a day to $8.50 a day. Your return on investment, if you can get one in that $900 price bracket, you're looking at 100 to 150 days. But now if you buy one at market, you're close to that 250 day mark, maybe a touch over, honestly. So here's the cheapest one I could find currently. It was $1,300. It's a solid card. These are awesome cards. A lot of people are using these on like server setups, but I just can't see paying that much right now. I don't have that kind of cash to be held up and locked up for 200 plus days. But if you do like what I did here and you want me to keep on and doing these, maybe say once a month. I know everything changes so frequently, so if some of these prices and stuff don't make sense, just know that, I mean, the market's so volatile. I mean, heck, we could be making, you know, 25% of what we're making today tomorrow. So this is definitely not, you know, everybody needs to jump into it and start mining. This is just giving more information and knowledge out there. So if you are wondering if you should go up or down, because a lot of people were wondering, why are you buying these GTX 1050s? These seem like weak cards. But actually the 1050s, right out of the gate, you're looking at less than 150 day payoff at market rate. So it's kind of like they're flying underneath the radar. They're cheap. They're easily replaceable. If they burn out, it's not a huge deal. You know, if you have a $1,300 graphics card burn out, I'd cry a little bit. The only thing is, with the 1050s, you do have to end up running more system resources. So you have to run more motherboards, more CPUs, more RAM. You'll have a lot more other unforeseen costs. But right now, I like it. The 1050s are very scalable, and it's really easy for a lot of the newer guys to jump into it and just keep adding one and one and one. Now, does that mean this is going to stay like this? Who knows? I could make this video and all the 1050s could dry up tomorrow. This actually might be hurting me, or my plan, but probably not. There's probably a lot of 1050s still out there. So I'm going to quit rambling. Comment down below if you have any suggestions I could add for the next one, or if you think I should do them or shouldn't do them. I always like to read your guys' comments. And by the way, this will be dual uploaded. So the YouTube watchers, it will also be uploaded on DTube. If you could go over there and make an account, give it a like. You could also make some money for curating the video, and it also helps me make some money too. And it really doesn't cost you anything. DTube's a really cool new platform. So hopefully I'll do a good review video on that after about 30 days. I want to give it a good month of going through. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later today when I do the daily NiceHash mining news update video. So